딸이잖아. 나온다.
Have you ever wondered what it's like to be the youngest member of the biggest K-pop act today? Well, Jungkook might be the best person to ask. If you've been in ARMY since day one, it's no doubt that you are aware of the fact that BTS debuted when their maknae was only 16 years old. And he was barely over his teenage years when JEON JUNGKOok was first introduced to the world through their debut song, No More Dream. And little did they know, it was only the start of the success that they were about to bask under. But let's go back to the main star of today's video, which is the maknae of the group. We all know that most of the time, the youngest is adored and loved by his hyungs, who are always on the lookout to back up the youngest in case the latter messes up during a live broadcast, or just on standby to give encouragement on variety shows. It is also a K-pop norm for trainees to stay in a dorm together before and even after debut, until they decided they are able enough to live separately. And since BTS members had to live together from a young age, it was only expected for them to gradually learn to take care of each other as they were away from their own families. Maknaes are usually well taken care of, and of course as the youngest, Jungkook was no different. I know ARMYs adore Cookie just as much, right? The boy from Busan admitted he was rather shy before he joined BTS, and was never the outspoken type. Yes, again, I'm telling you that what you've heard is right. Can you imagine the one and only Jungkook, multiple award-winning singer and performer, looking timid and shy that he almost didn't make the cut to debut with BTS? I bet he was pretty cute back then too. Fast forward 8 years after their fateful debut, Jungkook admitted that having his older brothers whom he shared his dreams with stay beside him all throughout the journey was indeed the biggest reason for him to discover his strengths and gain the confidence to stand on stage. Well, isn't he the sweetest? Before you beat me to it, I'll just go straight to the fact. It's not unlikely to say that BTS raised Jungkook to be the artist he is today, a successful singer and producer that is receiving endless love from all over the world. I'm sure ARMYs have tons of moments they can share, since they know more than anyone else on this planet that JK considers the members as his family. So, stick around until the end of the video as we list down some of these moments, which may include, but definitely not limited to, RM cooing adoringly at their cute maknae or to Jin driving JK to school. All to prove that Jungkook was indeed raised by the one and only BTS. Let's first talk about the multiple times Jungkook has thanked his members for looking after him since debut.
제가 옛날에 진짜 소유욕 욕심이 너무 많았어요. 그래서 형 것도 내 거, 내 것도 내 거, 다 내 거였어요. 그래서 진짜 많이 싸우고 혼나고 했는데 그 형들이 저한테 가르쳐 준 거잖아요. 그렇게 하면 안 된다고.
Based on numerous interviews, the youngest member of BTS has nothing but praise and gratefulness towards his members, whom he thanked for scolding, correcting, and guiding him to become a better artist. It seems like JK was a troublemaker as well during his teenage years, which of course was understandable. In fact, Jungkook expressed his heartfelt gratitude towards his members during the release of their album Map of the Soul 7. In the message, the youngest and vocalist of BTS started by admitting how he was not sure about what he wanted to say since he sees his members every day, and had always been open and vocal regarding the amount of affection he has towards his hyungs. But Jungkook, as a good maknae that ARMYs love, knew there are still things he is very grateful about that he has yet to tell. Well, there's no such thing as too much affection anyway, right? There's something I haven't really said to you guys. I'm always thankful to you guys, and let's make this last a long time. Let's stay healthy and be happy. The maknae adds to the long message he prepared for their fans. Aw, ARMYs surely are very happy to see how strong the bond between the boys is. Moving on, it seems like no one is willing to let the other take all the credit for raising Jungkook. The eldest Jin and another member Suga have specifically argued on an interview on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon about this.
Please welcome BTS.
And it was indeed hilarious, yet quite adorable to see the members show how much they care about Jungkook. Other members, such as V, even joined, and leader RM had no choice but to witness the chaos of an interview it became. Who do you think Jungkook would pick between his hyungs? Would it be Jin who boasted about buying JK food? Or will V bring home the victory as he proudly says that maknae cannot emphasis jokingly supplied by the idol, live without him. You decide. Okay, now let's continue and talk about the eldest member, Jin. As the oldest Hyung, it's no surprise that Jin was responsible for taking care of his dongsangs, especially during the early years of their debut. It had been said that during that time, it was only Jin who had a proper driver's license among the members, so he ended up driving the others around in case the manager was absent. This also includes driving their maknae to school. Furthermore, Jin even attended Jungkook's high school graduation, which was shown in one episode of BTS Bangtan Bomb video on YouTube. I think it's important to add that all the members attended the said event as well, so I guess it's safe to say they also deserve additional points for the Best Hyung Award. You just can't help but think that having such supportive members indeed helped Jungkook overcome such hectic and tough times, as he juggled his life as a student and as an idol. Brother goals indeed. Okay, up next, we know that the K-pop industry is not all glitters and sparkles, as competition is everywhere, and having so many people aiming for the same spot on the top of the Korean entertainment world can get crazy and all in all, harsh. The Bangtan boys are no excuse, and being known to be a person who puts the satisfaction of the fans as top of his priority, Jungkook had moments where he had been too hard on himself. Lucky for him, his Hyungs were by his side just like an army ready to offer support. Since we're on the topic, it's timely we talk about that time JK ended up crying after making a mistake on his solo performance during one of their concerts. It was then belatedly revealed through their Love Yourself Soul DVD that the members offered endless encouragement towards their maknae, who was feeling down at the time. To give you the context of what actually happened, it was after the concert that J-Hope noticed how the youngest was crying, and as a truly caring Hyung, he hurriedly asked why. Afterwards, the other members joined in and told the maknae it was only normal to make mistakes. Suga specifically told him that in life, you sometimes do well and sometimes you don't, adding jokingly that on the contrary, he himself does well all the time, just to, humor the obviously upset Jungkook. In the end, they gathered for a group photo, making sure that their vocalist / maknae was standing in the middle, huddled between his Hyungs who offered nothing but comfort towards the younger. It was truly a sweet scene to witness. Now we know where Jungkook learned how to comfort armies whenever they are sad, and as it turns out, he learned from the best of the best. It was actually not the first time the members were seen comforting Jungkook after a concert. In fact, there was another episode during the Love Yourself Singapore that J-Hope gave the maknae a wonderful advice. Since both are known to be solid dancers that never fails to take ARMY's breath away with each performance, it is only natural for J-Hope to understand the feeling of wanting to deliver a perfect stage. Yet the rapper made sure that Jungkook understands that dancing with everything he got is as important as knowing how to pace himself during concerts. Of course, Hobi, as the sweet Hyung that he is, used a mellow tone to get his message across. I think we can all agree that this is the reason behind the stage presence and grace Jungkook possesses whenever he performs. Well, having such great members indeed shaped JK as an all-around performer, and if you'd ask me, being BTS maknae is a blessing on its own. I know there are more episodes and moments than what has already been mentioned, and knowing how armies do not fail to keep tabs, they probably have 100 more to add. But with these few which matters, we can surely say that the members of BTS indeed raised Jungkook to become the person he is today. With such an amazing support system, it's expected that the one shy boy who has nothing but his big dreams grew into one of the finest artists everyone loves today. For sure, the other 6 members of BTS are just as proud about how their maknae evolved, and equally excited about who they will become in the future. As expected, having BTS as Hyungs is indeed a whole new level of flex, and for sure, everyone is dying to be in the same position as JK. What do you think? Don't hesitate to comment down below and share your own maknae moments. Also, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel to be updated. See you next time!